Hello YouTube! Hope you're having a good time. I'm playing a bit of Dwarf Fortress, as you would imagine, a bit of CRYPTBEARDS. Let's turn the volume up on the music and have a little crack at the game. Okay, so what did I do last time? I've not played for a week, so I'm very confused. Obviously the time elapsed in terms of YouTube publishing is a single day, so you guys will be all up to date and know what's going on. There's no point putting a comment on the screen telling me what's going on though. On the screen, on the channel rather, because I won't get it for months and months and months. This was recorded in the beginning of August, and you're probably watching it now in September, November time. So yay! Anyway, we've got our little channel here to fill up the lava moat, and I have opened the floodgates at the top. The floodgates have been cast open, and the lava begins to pour slowly, viscously down into the corridor, where it shall meet hopefully, a floodgate here and begin the slow process of filling the corridor. Once the corridor is filled, we'll open this floodgate and then hopefully we'll fill up to... I have built these, right? These are definitely built, right? Yeah, it's built. They're just not linked up. Okay, they're just not linked up. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. As soon as they're linked up, brilliant, we can close the other floodgates. The plan will work flawlessly, not a problem. Hello, Eli8. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I think it's welcome back. You've been here before, right? That name's recognizable. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was another Eli. Maybe it was Eli 7 or 1 through 6, perhaps. Who knows? It could have been even Eli 9000. But we'll never know unless we skip back and look at all of my VODs, which... Go on, if you want. It'll take a while. And Firehawk also. Hello YouTube. And he is saying also to future YouTube, which is an interesting fact I like to ponder every now and again. I like to imagine that future historians are poring over the most ancient contents of YouTube's belly as they cut open this sort of fossilized server bank they found deep underground, and they sort of start gradually the process of decoding stuff. And I imagine what it would be like if my stream was either the first thing decoded or the only possible thing to retrieve. If they were watching these videos thousands of years in the future, our distant descendants, our almost different evolutionary offshoot, you know, like a Homo sapiens sapiens beyond us, you know, the next stage of human evolution. They're watching this and going, these people were basically apes. They used computers and they played, but what is this? And then these people from thousands of years in the future would see Dwarf Fortress and they'd be able to sort of gradually unpick what was going on and figure out some of the rules of how it worked, even through my halting, idiotic gameplay. And then eventually they'd sort of be able to kind of reconstruct the game, but not quite, and they'd always consider it one of those mysterious lost things of history, like the secrets of the pyramids. How were they built? We'll never know. And, you know, those things, the Gardens of Babylon, the Colossus of Rhodes. I can imagine Dwarf Fortress taking that place. And I, for one, if you are watching from the future, hello, future historians. Historians? Sorry, I apologise. Let's start that again. Hello, future historians. May I say, I congratulate you on your decisions to induct Dwarf Fortress into the Hall of Wonders. Congratulations, well done. And hopefully you fixed all the horrible shit we left for you. I apologise on behalf of my generations for that. It was bad move on our part, I know, but fuck it, look what we came from. It was worse before, right? It was. Tell us it was. You can't tell us we're dead now. Well, maybe we're not. Maybe I'm immortal. Maybe I'm amongst the people huddled up going, oh man, I forgot about this. Oh, this was thousands of years ago before I had my nano implants. And now I've got my extra lives and shit. I don't care about this stuff anymore. Who wants to play Dwarf Fortress? Let's induct something else into the Hall of Fame. Oh no. Future me's a real villain. What a bastard. How could I have such a change of character over such a... Well, it's a long time, isn't it? I mean, maybe I couldn't even... I was thinking about this, actually. If we people did become immortal and live forever, or even hundreds of years, there's only sort of so much stuff you can remember. The stuff that's really distant becomes very vague. I mean, most of us won't remember anything earlier than, I don't know, I think it's 3 or 4, maybe 6 to start the stuff that really hangs around for a while. But, you know, things get hazy quick. And if you're like hundreds of years old, you must... I mean, your personality would be able to completely change over, like, cycles. You'd be a different person every 100 years, I reckon. Anyway, enough of that disjointed, rambling musing. Let's actually talk about the game. That makes sense. Rather than this nonsense gibberish I'm talking. So, in fact, let's just unpause as well. I am confident nothing bad's happening right now. I'm not that confident, but I'm willing to risk it. we've got our temple area looking good. It's all smoothed. I forget which gods are dedicated to which areas, but this one down the bottom left is pretty popular. Who the hell? Okay, we've got a popular deity down here. Maybe we should upgrade their temple, get it a bit bigger, but we'll think about that later. Here's our tavern. Not as popular as it was last time I remember looking at it, but still fairly busy. It's got stuff going on. It's got food and drink in there. That's good. Here's our library. Maybe we could afford to put a few more tables and chairs in. It looks like it's quite popular. More popular indeed than the tavern, which is, I feel, a good sign. I think it's good that the tavern is less popular than the library because, you know, people don't learn much in a tavern. Or maybe they do, who knows. Maybe they learn more than I can possibly ever understand. Oh, hello. What's going on down here? We've just flicked down to the old miner boys, who are doing what now? An exploratory... Oh, I see. Yes, they're finding wet stone, no doubt. Yeah, there we go. Wet stone. Come on, lads. Oh, another wet stone. Now, the thing is, do we dig through? Ooh. It's damp from above, which isn't too bad, but we have had breaches of walls before. Let's screw it, let's do it. Let's dig these bastards out. Although, having said that, do I really want to be putting up with hundreds of stops and starts every few minutes? That could be a problem. Well, it's true, Firehawk. The tavern plays a role in many of life's important lessons, but I think some of the stronger lessons are usually perhaps fogged up in memory by alcohol. It could happen. It could happen. I mean, certainly, when I learnt how much not to drink, I wasn't actually in a pub. I was on my way home from London. I remember, what did I do? Oh yeah, actually it was quite embarrassing, but we'll ignore that part and go on to the less embarrassing part, which will indeed, when I tell you about it, make you think, what was more embarrassing than that? But over the course of an evening, probably about the age of 18, 19, maybe 20, possibly 17, I'm not sure, maybe even younger thinking about it, I could have been 16. Anyway, I drank probably about 12 pints of Guinness and topped the evening off with a quarter bottle of Southern Comfort, which of course did not leave me in the most competent of spirits. I was staggering. I was doing all the classic drunken activities, you know, sort of stumbling a few feet forward, then one back, and then keeping going forward again. Anyway, I digress. I got out of the train on the way home from London at the station. Obviously, I was about to say the name of the station. Probably don't want to. Actually, I don't live there anymore. Fuck it. Bexley Heath Station. You can look it up on. You can look the site of the accident up. It's still there on Google Earth if you want. I came out of the side where the trains go when they're coming into London. I walked up the hill. I tried to get up a curb, and unfortunately, in my drunken state, was incapable of mounting a curb. So what I actually tried to do was jump it, 2-footed, like whoop, just from the road surface to the curb. Except the curb was slightly longer, or higher rather than I'd anticipated. My feet caught it, and I skidded for about a metre, maybe a metre and a half, on my face on the right-hand side. Got up again and staggered home, and when I woke up in the morning, there was like a huge area of my face absolutely covered in scabs, and I had very little recollection until the latter part of the day of what had happened. So there's the lesson. Don't mix Guinness and Southern Comfort in vast quantities, or indeed any vast quantities of alcohol could cause similar wounds and injuries. It was bad. It was very bad. I remember the next day I had rented Ghost in the Shell, the anime, and I was, which would probably help date when it was, but I was watching that and I had to run to the bathroom to be violently sick. It was terrible. Kind of soured my opinion on Ghost in the Shell for a long time. Foolishly, obviously. But, you know, it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Hello, we appear to have found some mineable veins. Let's do this. Oh, the beautiful loops and whirls of a vein as it swoops through the stone. Look at that. Oh, yes, please. Thank you very much. Sorry, getting a little bit carried away there. I apologise. Where were we? Oh, I was telling that story about how I ground my face off. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I had humiliated myself with a girl prior to doing that. So, yeah, the foolish things we do. Or I do. I don't know if anyone else has ground their face off on a pavement through sheer inebriation. There we go. Feels good to get it off your chest. Well, it doesn't actually. It makes no difference whatsoever. No, but by the time you've had 12 pints of Guinness, flavour is not your primary dimension by which you're judging beverages. I mean, generally speaking, it's just drinking at that point has become a reflex action, and you just start going, yeah, whatever, just keep drinking, whoa. And then, obviously, you get home. And to this day, I can't smell Southern Comfort without retching. It makes me feel really horrible, and it makes me come out in a sweat when I smell it. So, if I just do that with every single type of alcoholic drink, I'll never drink again. Which, that's not ideal. Moderation, that's better than, abstinence, right? Well, unless you're a serial killer. I would say abstinence is definitely much better than moderation when we're talking about those particular urges. But, maybe you could find something else to do. Maybe not be a serial killer anymore. Maybe you could be a serial helper. You could run around helping people. That would be nice, wouldn't it? You'd feel more wanted then, probably a bit less of a social outcast, or maybe you're one of those chameleon killers hidden right in plain sight for days and months and years. Oh my goodness, this is getting a bit dark, isn't it? What's going on? Why have I gone down this tangent? I'm sure people have done worse than giving themselves a pavement tattoo. I'm sure they have. Ah, I remember. I've got another story that ends in me being sick but starts in me drinking Newcastle Brown Ale, which didn't actually turn me off Newcastle Brown Ale. I was running a club night. Well, I say a club night. We were doing a night where we got bands in at a local pub, and we got money off people to come in to pay tickets and stuff, and we gave the guy who hired us the sound desk. He made the most money out of that. He made a third of the take every night. The band got a third, he got a third, the pub got all the bar, obviously, and me and my mate who were running it got a third each, which was usually just about enough to cover us for booze for the night. But I drank probably, I don't know, again, around the 10 mark of Newcastle Brown Ale. I was a bit of a heavy drinker as a young man, as a young one. But yeah, I went out, I heard a song I liked, I was like, yeah, let's do it, because the band had finished playing and they were just doing the DJ bit afterwards. I jumped up and down, could have been anything, I don't know what it was, but it was likely to be off a cover CD for Metal Hammer magazine in the mid-90s. I jumped up and down and I puked all over myself. Actually, no, I think I got to the toilet in time and managed to miss myself, which is why I rejoined the dance floor again after I'd purged. Well, not a purge, that sounds like I was doing it on purpose. I remember seeing there were still whole chips in it, which made me concerned because I was so drunk at that point that I was consuming enormous chip shop chips, French fries for the Americans among you, whole and unchewed, which doesn't seem sensible. Anyone in the UK right now who's thinking of chip shop chips are thinking, good lord, sir, that's a rather girthy bit of potato to be swallowing whole without a chew, but I was, apparently. Either that or somehow, in some disprovance of entropy, they came back together again in my stomach. But I'd find that unlikely. Although, having said that, the idea that they would come in and out again unmolested seems as, well, maybe not equally as unlikely. It doesn't necessarily violate physics. But hey, what's physics for if not violation? Serial Killers Anonymous. It might work. I mean, generally, I think they prefer to be anonymous anyway, don't they? Not many. I mean, some of them get a little bit bored and start, teasing the cops and admitting they did stuff just so they can be famous or whatever, but I think by and large, certainly any of the successful ones that will, by definition of them being successful, have never heard of them. Oh, that's sad. I'm thinking about, oh no, that's too dark. I was about to go down a very, very dark little route. Such stories don't match your calm, soothing voice. Well, there you go. There you go. I was going to say looks can be deceiving, but if you saw me, you'd know. Look at this long-haired reprobate, this savage caveman. But no, I mean, you can have the voice of an angel and the heart of a demon, surely? I mean, isn't that partly the premise of the video cover for Hellraiser? No, don't worry. I'm a lovely boy. I don't do that anymore. I don't go out and get drunk. Not so drunk I get sick anyway. But I do have lots of stories about that kind of thing. Not as interesting as the stories about blagging my way into gigs, getting backstage passes and interviewing bands, just cause. That was quite cool. And now that I look back on it, it's utterly brazen. But, it was fun while we did it. Anyway, where was I? Let's diggy. Man, I'm just looking at this vein getting dug out and reminiscing about things you guys have no sort of touchstone to relate to. Well, I mean, not everyone can relate to getting drunk, obviously. I mean, you've got no experience of these stories. Friends, I tell them to, like, oh, that guy. But you guys, you're like, what's he talking about? Isn't he supposed to be playing Dwarf Fortress? What are you doing? Let's look at the moat. That's what we're here for, putatively. Let's take a look. Ooh, look at this. Well, we've made it round the corner. It's still 1s and 2s, but that's not to worry about, because previously, when we left it all untouched with no floodgates, the 1s and 2s extended around here. So hopefully, once the 1s and 2s get closer, sorry about this, get up to the floodgate, they won't be able to evaporate because they'll be caught up by these 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s and 7s behind. Oh, sorry, Firehawk, I missed your worst drinking story. Let's have a little look. My worst drinking story, this is Firehawk, of course, not me, I'm reading it, so don't blame me if this turns out to be terrible. This is not my anecdote. Probably better than mine, actually. My worst drinking story is a night out with some people from a job, and I was matching pints with my co-workers. They were drinking shitty things like Carling, though. I was drinking proper 5% cider. It didn't end well. I managed to vomit in the taxi just as it pulled up outside my house. Well, that's the optimum if you're gonna vomit in the taxi. Not for the driver, of course. That's a bad news thing for the driver any time. But for you, optimally, you want to do it so you get kicked out where you're meant to be, right? That's good. I've had a couple of times when friends in quite a drunken state have jumped out of a taxi and run and gone, no, come on, everybody, go, 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 to get away. And I was like, obviously I'm getting confused because we've stopped miles away from where we're supposed to be. No one's sort of pre-discussed this in the car. Somehow they've all come to this consensus that this is going to happen. And I end up standing there going, I guess I'll pay you. It's terrible. Please don't involve me in any of these schemes and scams. They'll just go over my head. I won't be able to cope. I'll just fall apart. But there you go. There you go. Nightclub stories. So many that just cannot be told. For the sake of decency. And the protection of the identities of those involved. Come on, guys. Stop bringing me down to the vein if you've got nothing but damp stone to tell me about. I'm not interested in damp stone. Just dig under. There's no stone here. This is all... That's mildly concerning. This appears to be an area that is unexplored and uncovered. Non-uncovered. Not uncovered? Still shrouded by the fog of war. Let's use that phrase. So potentially this little nubbin of mine, this little veiny nubbin, could intersect this wet mess. Hang on a minute. That wasn't entirely intentional. That went a little bit too fruity. Let's calm down with these little puns and double entendres. This little mining shaft could end up breaking through this barrier and opening this lake out into it, which would be a problem because we've had that happen before and we had to sacrifice perfectly good ores, which is a problem. We don't want to sacrifice any ores, ideally, because, we need them. Well, we want them anyway. We want to use them for smelting stuff. Should we go and look at our smelty forges? I think that's a good idea. The shaft is going to penetrate the barrier, that's right. Oh, this guy's got a question mark over his head. Hello? What's he querying? Is he querying the dampness of the stone? I think he is. I think he's concerned that we're going to get a little bit damp. Let's try digging around here. Can we... Oh, wait, no, that might be... Oh... Yeah, damp stone. Okay, we're going to forgo this little nubbin here. No. X. There we go. If we just do this, there we go. There may well be ore to mine, but there's also water to potentially get wet with, so let's forget about it. This stuff, however, boom. That's just wetness from above, right? Yeah. Damp stone from above. Right, you guys stop distracting me from the thing I should be staring at. The lava. Oh, we've almost touched the floodgates. Ooh, soon we'll have enough lava to toss Gollum and the ring into. Actually, I suppose we technically have that up here. I mean, it's no Mount Doom, sure, but it's certainly a Mount Boom if it goes off. Jesus, these puns. Man, I'm going to get punished if I keep going on like this. Right, let's have a look around the rest of the fortress, make sure nothing's going too crazy. There's a couple of guys here with exclamation marks on them. What's he exclaiming? What's his excitement? What's your deal there, son? Tell me all about it. It's on Mr. Mroba, the lie maker, throwing a tantrum. Well, you better not tip any bookshelves over because I'll, oh, for fuck's sake, look, he's tipped a bookshelf over. Or has he? Is there a bookshelf there? You flipping dingus. Oh, Jesus Christ. Or has he? Where is the bookshelf? If maybe he hasn't? Look, someone's hauling something off. What's that? Pause. What are you carrying there, son? Show me, come on. Store item in stockpile. Sure, but let's be more specific about that. An Allanite bookcase. This daft bastard has chucked a bookcase. As soon as he's out of his tantrum, we've got to put him in the cursed squad. You're going in here, son. And if you're a weird creature, then maybe we'll lose our vampire. And if you're a vampire, then great. And if you're not, then great. He's going to get a meal, which he hasn't had in quite some time. So that's good. Right, let's scroll out a little bit. Wait for this old stroppy pants to put his tantrum stick down. Oh shit, I've lost him. What was his name? Itun? Oh, Figgins, we better go and look at Dwarf... Pause. What am I doing? Pause. There we go. Let's head over to Dwarf Therapist and... Wait for it. Oh, it's a new transition. Oh, it's good. Bit overlong, perhaps, but I like it. It works. Let's take a little look over here, do a quick read of the situation, and see if anybody's currently in a tantric state. That's not right. Tantrum state. Tantric. It's not sting. So, what have we got here? This guy's pretty, got a pretty aggressive looking colour. Reg Catenimar? Reg Catenimar. He's angry, he's unhappy, but he's not tantruming. Tantripping. I've been listening to a few of my videos back lately, and I've got to talk slower. I've got to take more care not to try and push the words out faster than my lips and tongue are able to articulate, because sometimes I'm just and it's silly. It's silly. Needs some dwarven justice. That's a paddling with a warhammer. Well, I have not yet designated any of my lawful type dwarves. None of my judges and juries and executioners. So maybe I should. Maybe I should start splashing out on a sheriff and a hammer dwarf. Not that I've got the option for a sheriff yet. Although somebody pre-ordered the sheriff, didn't they? Somebody wants to be the sheriff. Was it single? I forget. They'll have to pipe up in chat again. Anyway, let's have a look down here. Is anyone tantrum? These guys have got red equipment. Oh, their legs, torso, and feet are uncovered. Oh, I don't care about that. Nudity does not bother me, little dwarves. Nudity does not bother me. What about this? This one's quite content. That's nice. What about you? Fine. They're all just fine. Oh, this guy, look at him. Blackfire? Oh, Blackfire's ecstatic. Wow. One of the namies is really creaming it. Within the last week, she felt euphoric due to inebriation. Satisfied at work. Satisfied after producing a masterwork. Oops, sorry, I lost that for a second. Hello? Oh, the pop-up's gone. Oh, because I'm on the wrong square. Duh. Loneliness after being away from family for too long. Doesn't matter though. The work and the drink, that just does everything for her. She loves it. Okay. Well, we just need to, accommodate dwarves' needs a bit better, don't we? I don't see the guy. Let's go down to the eyes and see if we can find an Itun, because I think that was his name, wasn't it? H-I-J-K. Here we go. Idin, Iferi, Iral, Iton. Excuse me. Oh, God. It's a stupidly popular name. Dusim Gikut, Inen Kilrud, Melbimeng, Mr. Morber. That seems familiar. He's very unhappy as well. He does stand out. What's he doing currently? What's this? Pray to Almosh, the direction of luster. Okay. Liemaker. That was him. So, he tantrumed and probably was the person who chucked over the bookcase in the temple. So, is highly likely to be a cursed man. A little cursed boy. But what do we do with little cursed boys? I should put a marker on him, shouldn't I? Let's check what he is. It's on Mr. Rober. Curse? Oh, come on. Don't make me make his nickname different. Don't let me change his name. Let's, I'll have to change it. Curse boy? And let's commit that. There we go. He's now a sort of pseudo-namey. He hasn't had a person in chat reach out and claim him. No, far from it. What he's had is a suspicious eye cast upon him. My Sauron-like gaze now considers him a person of interest. So, anyway, now we've got our eyes on him. Let's unpause the fortress, head back over there, and see what's going on. I saw a purple notification pop up. I don't know what that was. I hope it wasn't someone drained of blood. That would be annoying. Let's just let this tick on. Cool. So this is all working out fine. We've got these guys training? What are you doing? just hanging out, using the military base as a kind of cool spot to shoot the breeze. Unacceptable. I did say I wanted to expand this out, didn't I? I wanted to make our workshops a little bit more spread out, but can I really be bothered to start digging out massive areas when they're also effectively making what they need? And we still haven't even looked at the noble screen to figure out what we can do about justice. Justice. We should build a prison area, actually. That's something we need to do. Maybe we should do that. Let's, Oh, Lanicerus has cancelled doing something. That's a bad sign. Hopefully nothing too bad. We've run out of allanite for making allanite blocks. That's fine. There's the bedroom. Holy shit, how are there so many children when the bedrooms are so public? Oh my god, it must sound like a squeaking orchestra all night long. Those mattresses are getting a pounding. Let's head deeper down into the depths of the fortress. Here's our mining training level that we had, which yielded absolutely fuck all. We'll go down a bit further. Here is our veiny boys picking the veins, digging out the old... Oh, they're not digging anything out right now. They've hit too much damp stone. They're being cautious, which is, I think, good. We have plenty of hematite here on the floor for making stuff, so let's just let that go. And come down here and see what's going on in terms of making stuff. They're getting busy. We do need to melt some leggings, though. Got to make sure they're gone. So, in that case, off to here. Stocks. Is it Q? E for enhanced view. Type in leggings. Iron chain leggings. Oh, they've already got melt orders on. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that. Why can't you melt the masterful ones? There we go. And that one. No? Yes. Okay. What about this one? Come on. They won't do the masterful one. Damn it. God damn it. Doesn't matter though. Doesn't matter. We're all good. We're all good. Everything's going to be fine. We'll have chain leggings aplenty and everyone can clink around to their heart's content. What's this thing? Oh, a siege workshop. Oh, it's built as well. What can it make? Ballista parts, catapult parts. Should we make some ballistas? I mean, sure. Is that everything it makes? Yeah, it's got one page. But we can make ballistas and catapults. Interesting. A ballista shoots straight down a corridor, doesn't it? So maybe if we look up at our... We could put a ballista right here, just over the gate, so anything that comes through it just gets twanged. Maybe? Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe we go up here. Can we shoot ballista through a fortification? Or maybe we just build up another floor and put the ballistas up there, right? One in the middle of special platforms? I mean... It's something to consider. It's something to consider. Let's head down again, check out the lava flow. Ooh, we're almost at the floodgates. This could be it. This could be it. Oh, I'm so excited, he says in a voice that does not convey the level of excitement that is actually coursing through his veins. Oh, the adrenaline. The rush. I can barely control myself. Excuse me. Getting a little bit carried away there. I apologise. Oops-a-daisy. What's paused it? Oh, shit. If I press A... Damp stone located. I don't care. I care more about the stray dog being slaughtered than I do the damp stone. And I don't care much about that at all. Not one jot. Oh dear. My phone is telling me my stream's gone offline. Oh well. Never mind. If I'm talking into the void, I'm talking into the void. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself. Ah, so vain. Just love the sound of my own voice. We've used all the sand we came with. Holy shit, that was a lot of sand. We must have made some crazy glass discs. Are they showing up in the furniture? They're not. They're going to be in the weapon stockpile, aren't they? Ensconced in a little bin, perhaps. Well, I'm glad you can hear me, at the very least. Oh, of course. You're looking at Dwarf Fortress. You can't see me. I get what you mean. I follow. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, my friend. So, what are we going to do next? I mean, I've been waffling and rambling, and I've done very little this stream. Very little Dwarf Fortressing. So I feel like, just to make it up to you, I should do something, right? I should make something happen. Maybe we should close some of the other floodgates. I get the feeling these are hooked up now, right? These have been hooked up, yeah? They must be. They must be hooked up. You know what? I'm going to go to the switch room and I'm going to find out. Where's the switch room now? F4? F5. F5. Here we go. So, these two. That's the one that's the magma's coming to. Right? Shit. Okay. Okay. We have to close them in the correct order anyway. Let's add a new task. Pull the lever. Cool. Okay, so we quickly scoot back down to lava level. Watch as the gate either opens or one of these closes. That's fine. This should open this one though. If I haven't put too many levers in, it should open this one. Come on. Show me. It's either up here or here. Show me. Show me. Flip the lever, for goodness sake. Come on, dwarfs. An animal dissector is dehydrated. It's probably due to depression, right? There's not much I can do to treat that. Come on. Have they flipped the switch and these haven't actually been connected yet? That would be really annoying. Oh, shit. Right, let's find out what happens when we pull this one. Come on. Come on. Be the one. Are you the one that I want? Are you the one, the one? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come on, you're turning me into a person who sings Greek. Yay! That's the one. Right, let's go back to F5. Flip that one again carefully and we'll disassemble this one. Add. Pull the lever. And then we go to this one here. Add. Pull the lever. This one here. Add. Pull the lever. And this one here. Add. Pull the lever. I think we're doing this right, aren't we? Add.
Surprise stream.
Oh.
Hurrah.
Hello there. Who was this? The name is dark blue against a black background, so I'm going to have to click your name and say it's Crystal Pepsi again. Hello. Welcome back. Fuck me. 500 bits. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Although, text-to-speech guy, once again, as he did earlier for old Rando, didn't quite convey the intended intensity of the comment, I think. Surprise stream. Hurrah. Hurrah. Poor old surprise stream. Getting hurrahed at all over the place. Anyway, let's close this. Head back up to this bit and watch all those gates close, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Oh, there's another harumph. What's this? Is that Crystal Pepsi as well? It is! Crystal Pepsi once again, invisible in the background, but you are now the bits leader, I note. Look at that. You've hit the top of the leaderboard. You've cleared Rando by a full 200. Oh my. Your dedication to the cause does not go unnoted. Well, not that there's a cause here, I hasten to add. We are... Actually, we're just running a very loose ship here, in fact. There's no real plan of action at all. Just, you know, do what you like, really. As long as you're not nasty. That'll be good. That'll be good. Come on. Why have we been brought down here? Did you just find damp stone? That's very tedious. Very boring indeed. Ah, look, the gates have all started to shut. This is good. And the 1s and 2s should hopefully vanish here. And then, little by little... There we go, Crystal Pepsi. Now your name is a beautiful crimson. Scarlet. Absolutely red. It's beautiful. I didn't know how to change the thing. So I don't know who it was, but someone the other day was doing that thing where you can have your, what they type, the same colour as your name, as if it's just carrying on to indicate them doing an action rather than saying something. That's pretty cool. I don't know how to do that either. We've still got this top lever to pull, I believe. I'm a lever believer. Pull the lever. I'm going to do it. That one. Okay, here we go. Add, pull. There we go. And then that should lead us to have the 4 chambers we desire in the moat and the 3 chambers we desire before the moat. It's all very exciting, isn't it? By typing me and then whatever. Oh, okay. Let me try that. Me scoundrel. Here we go. I'm in chat now. Oh, look at that, me scoundrel. It just says scoundrel. Okay, I get the idea now. I get the idea. I get it. It's a command. It doesn't appear. It's kind of like the old crom command. There we go. Crom! 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 Sorry, my Arnie impersonation is very scattershot. Sometimes it's on point, very often it's not. As I've discussed before, the only one I do with any real accuracy is when his eyes are bugging out in Total Recall. Ah, dear. So, what have we got going on here? We've got dogs on the walkway. Oh, I remember now. We put all of our dogs outside so we could see who were the frame thieves. And we haven't really slaughtered that many yet, have we? Have they actually got all the dogs in and out that we wanted in and out? Or are the dogs sort of knocking around? I don't know. I feel like most of the dogs must be out here, because it was looking very busy in the tavern. And no, look at this. People aren't taking these dogs as pets, are they? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, these guys are being led to the butcher's. I've already put the butchery command in. No need to worry. Here it comes. This lad's carrying something, though. What's that? Oh, a langur, I'll bet. Yeah, one of those little monkeys. Lots of little monkeys around. Oh, no, was that a previous fortress? The only real fauna of note around here that I've really had any experience of is the undead owls. Shit, the cage situation's getting a bit leery, isn't it? Look at that, it's all full. Giant rats. Don't even know what that is. What's that one? We've looked at these before. I'll come back to these. I know we've got a load of trolls. Oh, look, we've got a spider. Ooh, we've got bats. Ah, hopefully mating pairs. That would be just splendid. Right, let's have a look what we've got here. Wombat skull, wombat mangled bone, stray alpaca skull, stray horse bone. We need to get these bones out of here. Maybe we should make a little bone stockpile here. That might be a good idea, actually. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to do P. Mind you, do we want to risk overfilling the miasma baffle? That does worry me. Fuck it. Do we put it as corpses? Does the corpse stockpiles... You know what? I'm going to quickly do some research. Let's go up here, look at the corpse stockpile, change the settings, look at corpses, and... Oh, that's it. What about refuse? Okay, I'll make a refuse stockpile, and we'll see how that works out. There we go. P... refuse... resist. Oh, sorry. Couldn't help making a little Sepultura joke there. Couldn't help myself. Maybe we just make the stockpile like in here a bit, and then maybe out there? No, just in here. This will be good. So that's a refuse stockpile. We click there though and quickly change it so that we only have bones. So item types, remains, fresh rawhide, meat, plant, prepared meals. Okay. Refuse? I don't think so. Oh, I see. It's the type of stuff you're throwing away. So remains we want. Yep. Okay. Corpses. Toadman. We don't want corpses. So we're gonna forbid corpses. Boom. No whole bodies. Body parts. No body parts. Unless does this? I don't know. Skulls. Oh, I see. I see. Skulls and bones. Okay, I see. So we want shells. Do we put shells and teeth in there as well? Horns and hoof. Yeah. Hair and wool. No, we don't want hair and wool. We've got horns, hooves, teeth, shells, bones, and skulls. That seems good. And then, do I have to? If I turn this off, does nothing go in? Oh, we've had that before, haven't we? Does it? There's a lot of shit here, though. We don't want them just chucking in old discarded crap. Let's forbid and see what happens. If we go back up to the top, remains. Maybe I want to turn that on. Who doesn't love Conan? Oh, Conan the Barbarian is a classic movie. Or, as Mr. Schwarzenegger himself in the commentary with John Milius would say, exactly, I know. He was laughing. He didn't laugh long. There's a ton of quotable little quips in there. Well worth a watch. Anyway, they do a lot of leering over women. Do we want to leave remains in? Do I want to go through to disallow everything else? Oh, that seemed boring, doesn't it? Let's just press F on this and see what happens. F in the chat for item types. Cool. And also, Archaic Huntsman, welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. Right, we've got the sexy chicken with a sexy egg room and the non-sexy egg room, haven't we? So that's all sorted. We're getting our eggs gathered. This is our seed place. We don't have any farms yet, but now we're sort of getting a little bit more confident in the caverns. Perhaps we'll be able to do it. Oh, no problem, Archaic Huntsman. Everyone, feel free to lurk, by all means. It's not a problem. Conan is when you nan together. Yeah. Oh, I can't do all this nanning on my own. I need to get another nan in to take the slack up on the what would it be? On the nan task? My brain isn't quite working well enough to come up with a good little phraseology for that. We'll come back to that at some point. But well done there. Crystal Pepsi, I congratulate you. 5 out of 5 for that one. You thought I was going to say 10, didn't you? But I said 5. Oh yeah. It's a much less granular grading system. Come on, this is taking forever to fill up. But I've got a good feeling about it. If it fills up to 7s down here, I mean, I'm going to be positively priapic about it. It's going to be fantastic. Fingers crossed, eh? Fingers crossed. There's another stray dog going down. The frame rate's gone up to 42, so it seems like with every dead dog, we get a few more frames back. Oh no, going back down again. They're going back down again. Maybe we need to make the sacrifices come thicker and faster. Maybe we need a train of dogs constantly being led to the butcher's block to satisfy whatever dark god has decided it wants this canine destruction. Maybe? Or maybe I built myself a Skinner box, probably. That's what it is. I'm some shitty pigeon tapping a button for food when it's totally random. That's what's happened. Damn, we still need to take out some alpacas as well. We just do not have the space for them. They're going to rip through that grass in no time. Mind you, maybe they'll be able to eat bits off trees. I don't know. Oh, Conan. Every time I look at chat, I keep seeing that Conan comment and I think, oh, titter titter, hee hee, chortle. I mean, I'm not sounding that enthusiastic, but trust me, I am laughing on the inside. And now I'm making it sound. Now it's worse. Now it sounds like I'm just being rude. Shut up. Anyway, where's that cursed boy gone? He tipped over a bookcase. 2 bookcases have gone. 3 bookcases have gone. So, what's the deal with that? Let's replace those bookcases. Bookcase, is it Control B? No? Alt B? No, that's floor bars. Shift B. Nope, that's vertical bars. Okay. Maybe it's not B. Bookcase, it's Alt C, of course, Alt C. Alt C, that makes sense. There's an Allanite bookcase. Alt C. There's a nice bookcase. There's a Gabbro one, lovely, and then we've got another one which we can just pop down here, right? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, we've got 2. Okay, fair enough. We'll do that. 2. Boom! Bada boom 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 boom. Yikes! No water source in winter. You have to make an underwater system. That's close to true. We have a cavern source of water. We do have actual water available within the fortress. Oh my god! I peeled myself off this faux leather plastic chair a moment ago just to lean into the mic for a bit, and then I leant back and realised it's a bit damp. Oh god, it's so hot. You could lock all the animals in cages, especially the non-grazers. That's not the... Oh yeah, underwater system. I was looking at that comment saying, why are you correcting yourself, Archaic Huntsman? And then I realised, oh, the thing he'd miswritten, I'd misread anyway, so it didn't matter. It was all good. I corrected it just instinctively without realising. Anyway, let's unpause this action, because otherwise things won't happen. So if 3 bookcases have gone for a Burton, then we've got 3 curse boys trolling around inside our fortress, potentially giving us grief. That's not good. Let's go back down into the caverns and see what we find. Let's just go down here. First cavern layer comes immediately after the cavern baffle. We can probably put a new trap in, can't we? Build. Not a bridge. Trap components. There we go. And I want a weapon trap. And I'm going to make one, hopefully, with 10 spinning glass blades. Let's put a nice mechanism in there. Somewhat ironic considering the intended usage. And let's find... No, not balls, not crossbows. Balls. Large serrated green glass disc. How many have we got? Oh, look at that. We got tons of the things. Oh, we can turn our fortress into an absolute nightmare of glass and blood. Oh, I'm feeling quite titillated. Let's escape. No, actually, it's D for done selecting. Close call. Let's put a few of these up here. Oh, my scoundrel, you deviant, you devilish bastard, you monster, you beast, you fiend. Let's place a few more. B, T, W, and I'm going to do a nice little line of the... I could do 9 of them here, right? No, because we won't really... Yeah, that will use up all of our discs. I feel like I want to do... I'm going to do a strip of 3 down here. So we use a Gabbro mechanism, and we're going to go back to the large serrated green glass discs. Bosh, put 10 in. Done. and then another weapon trap. Excuse me while I just get this out of my system. Oh, okay, an allanite mechanism. Got a bit confused there, but I'm all good. Serrated green glass discs. Boom, and done. And then another weapon trap here. Lovely. Make it with a basalt mechanism. Why not, I say, when in Rome. Not that that makes any sense. Shift enter. D for done. Oh, look at that. A nice little line of 3 serrated green glass traps. Green glass disc traps. There we go. Oh, look, they're bringing the extra bookcases down. That's nice. So, more weapon traps. We're going to put them here towards the inner sanctum. Do we put them before or after the barracks? There's the hospital too. Maybe we put it after the... No, we want it... The hospital needs to be protected. Let's put them here. Let's put the traps... So here. There we go. There's one. There's one. I've done it. I've made a decision. Everybody calm down. Stop ripping your dicks off and throwing them at the screen. Not that people do that in the stream. That's somebody else's stream. Oh, I feel a bit dirty now. I nearly stole someone else's gimmick there. How rude. What kind of awful cunt does that? Me! This kind. No. I'm not an awful... Not an awful one of those terrible words that I used. Oh dear. It's so late in the day. I really wish I could have another coffee, but it's far too late for that kind of carry on. It's 10 past midnight. If I have one now, my goodness. Serrated equals beautiful. The more the better. Oh, that's good. They'll like that then. That'll cheer the dwarves up as they come in and out. They sell for a lot. Yeah, so do the spiked balls though. I mean, with spiked balls, I can pretty much buy out any caravan that comes in. So, nah, you know, do we really need to worry about selling these discs? I don't think we do. Right, so we've got serrated glass traps on the way in. I'm thinking these will be kind of cool for gobos and whatnot, but I feel if we go down a bit lower, the cavern layers... Sorry, I'm moving left and right rather than going down. The cavern layers need to have a little bit more protection as well. We've got a double layer of weapon traps, but that's not a single... That's not That's not all serrated glass disc. This is cobbled together bullshit. So maybe we put another one here, or another row behind them, maybe? I feel like it's a safe bet. Let's do it. Build, trap, weapon trap, and we are going to place it. Oh, are we? Are we, says the game. There we go. Gabbro mechanism. Green glass discs are at the bottom. Okay. We've got just enough for 3 traps as well. That's good. That's good. So, weapon trap again. Boom. Gabbro mechanism. Large serrated green glass disc, thank you very much, done. And then another weapon trap there. Nice mechanism. Large serrated green glass discs, and bosh, we are done. The fortress is now significantly better protected than it was but a moment ago. Gobbos, you do Warhammer as well? Well, I say do Warhammer. When I was a kid, I definitely collected some of the models and enjoyed reading White Dwarf. Oh, I loved that. But have I ever actually played a tabletop game of any Warhammer game? Not that I'm aware of. No, I don't think I've ever... I mean, we got close. Maybe we did. I think maybe I played with someone else's Space Wolf army in 40k. But it's good. It's good. You walk the doggo. You walk the doggo, Firehawk. Aren't you in the UK? It's a bit bloody late to be going out walking a dog, but fair enough. Fair enough, as long as you're not doing any devious dog shit shenanigans. You know, don't be placing it, you know, in places where it's, you know, difficult to deal with or anything like that. You put that stuff in the bin. You put that stuff in the bin. Adelicious, you always seem to host me. Thank you very much for doing so, by the way. But you always seem to host me at the most inappropriate moments. I'm just talking about people's behaviour around dog shit. And here you arrive, walking in saying, this is someone I watch occasionally, why don't you check his stream out? Hey, how you doing? And I'm sitting there going, dog shit, dog shit, dog shit, talking about dog shit. Good grief. I should be ashamed of myself, but strangely I am not. Should we put some more serrated... Oh no, we haven't got enough serrated green glass discs, have we? You are a considerate dog owner. Well, that's good. That's very good. I like to hear it. Well, read it. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. What else have we got going on down here? There's some sort of frog creature on those stairs, but I'm going to ignore that for now. So the first cavern layer we have traps against. I don't know how effective the serrated green glass disc weapon traps are against forgotten beasts, but fingers crossed rather, they'll do something. They'll have some effect, if we get them constructed quick enough. We need to get our mechanics down here pretty sharpish. Shall we remind ourselves of how the moat is progressing? I say remind ourselves. Update ourselves. Or should I update myself and you? Yourselves? You guys? Oh my god. The English language. What a cruel and fickle mistress she be. We're doing all right. We're at 4s and 3s, so hopefully we'll hit 7s, and then gush, out comes the magma. Oh yeah, into my lovely lava mode. At the point it passes these, it becomes lava because it's open to the air, and I presume that's the definition of being on the surface, right? Right? Yeah, because we all know that magma becomes lava when it's on the surface, right? Right? Or maybe I know more about this than other people do. Who knows? What's this horse doing standing on the stairs? We need to deal with the horse situation. We've got to go to my grazing lands up here and sort out who's in here and who's not. Let's go to the capital N screen and look up here. We've got a absolute plethora of alpacas. Cavy boars. A lot of these we have to get in there quick and slaughter them before they become pets. I mean, we definitely have too many alpacas, right? We don't need this many. We can't milk or shear anywhere near that many. We're going to kill... Excuse me. We're going to put butcher orders in for all horses. Actually, you know what? I've just realised. I'm going about this all wrong. Let's pause the action and take a trip over to Dwarf Therapist where I can hopefully get rid of these hiccups that are plaguing me. And then we'll go from there to animals. There we go. Let's read and see what the situation is right at this hot minute. And then we will sort by race, which of course gives us everything we need. 52 alpacae, if that is indeed how you talk about alpacas. We're definitely going to have to slaughter a few of those. Peafowls, not so much a problem. They're not that big. Bobcats, well, we're training that for war. We've got a couple of cave crocodiles and... Oh, wait. No, they're both female, and one of them is distinctly disinterested. She's trained, though. Nice. Let's get those cave crocodiles trained. Bung them in a pit, and then... Lovely. Goblins torn to shreds. We've got some cavy boars, unfortunately named, so we can't slaughter them. We've got a few chickens. Yeah, it's all cool. Chickens. Chimpanzee, still the only one. Ah, the lone chimpanzee in our cage. Poor old chimpanzee. Oh well, we'll hopefully one day get a breeding pair from the elves. We've got a couple of bulls. You know what? I'm going to butcher both of those. Oh, actually, it's already got a butcher order. The gold ones are already butchered, so I should probably sort by butchery first. There we go. Still got a ton of dogs, though. Look at the number of war dogs we've got. Shit. That is a lot of war dogs. I mean, they're probably thieving frames. We've got a third donkey that's not up for slaughter, so we'll quickly rectify that. What about this duck? Do we need a duck? I do love crispy duck. Those pancakes with the hoisin sauce, I mean, the little spears of cucumber and the shredded spring onions. Oh, I'm hungry. I am hungry. We'll keep the giant bats because they're being trained. Well, they're not being trained yet, but we will get them trained. Don't worry, we'll get them trained. Giant cave spider, again, we'll get that trained. Cave toads, we appear to have bred a few, if not caught some extras. This one's well trained, and this one is skillfully trained. Ooh, this is good. We've got trained olms. I don't even know what olms are, but they're looking interesting enough. One giant rat, wild. 2 billy goats, gruff. Couple of horses, they need to go. They are being slaughtered, that's good. Couple of large rats, so we can probably breed a population of those. God knows why we'd want to. Maybe they can be trained for war. Maybe we could just make a rat pit and have them, enemies chucked in. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Reminds me of a film. Wait, no, too dark. Backpedal. If you want to know what I'm talking about, just look at the wiki for Men Behind the Sun. It's... yeah, it's no good. It's good, I mean, it's not. Well, you know what I mean. No, you don't know what I'm talking about at all. I'm just babbling now. Never mind. Let's just kill some pigs. There we go. Rattlesnake? No, we want to keep that. Hopefully one day we'll get a breeding pair and be able to make lovely little rattlesnakes, because they may not be much in terms of combat, but they am poison, so they'll be useful in large numbers, I imagine. They've only got to get one bite in to be effective. We don't need any sheep or... Oh, hang on, is reindeer being slaughtered? Yeah, there's an order in for the reindeer to be slaughtered. Maybe I should just build a second butcher's shop. Hello, Singor. Welcome back to chat. Thanks for joining us. How you doing? Hang on, just got to do this properly. Singor. There you go. There's the correct greeting for Singor. When you enter the tavern, the locals fall silent. When you kick, it hits ass. Enemies flee in fear at the sound of your clacking concrete testicles as you stride towards them. You are Singor. Hail, Singor. All should cower in awe, as they say. Sorry, so have you been working for the last 45 days or so? Last time I checked, you were just about forming the military. Did that work out? I haven't streamed all week. This is the first time since Monday that I've streamed. So, old archaic huntsman, you're up to date. You're bang up to date. We have got some military on the go, but we'll have a look at the military in a minute. We'll check it out. I'm doing pretty good, single. Pretty good. Sorry, let's get back to this slaughter. Rams, it's all good. What's this red mean? Pets cannot be slaughtered. Oh, bugger. We want to keep the turkeys for the eggs. Maybe I should kill all the other birds. Let's do that. Let's collapse these sheep. We don't want water buffaloes. If I remember rightly... I can't make them butcher it from here anyway. Oh, bugger. We're going to have to go back to the bloody screening. Oh, this is ineffective. Embarrassing. Okay, then. So now we go Z, animals, and we have to do this ourselves. None of these alpacas have been set to be butchered, and I think that's a mistake. We do need to get these alpacas butchered, because 56 of them is way too many. So we'll start by... how do we filter them? Can we filter? I don't think we can. We could geld all the males. That's gonna stop the rot. We don't want to stop breeding entirely. You know what? It's better to grow them up and eat them than, just start killing. So let's kill a few of these female alpacas. So butcher. Good. Come down past the turkeys, past the named pets. If only I could filter out the pets, that would be nice. A couple of alpacas here. These two will survive. That one will survive. The next male I see will survive, and then we're gone. There's an alpaca, and the rest of them, boom, 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 boom. It's an apocalypse. It's the alpaca apocalypse. The alpaca apocalypse? I don't think so. Look at this. Oh, so much meat, so much leather, so much bone, so much wool, so much. Stray dogs? Tame? Yep, if you ain't trained, you're dead. You're dead to me, kid. Dead to me. Another stray alpaca, you're dead. Giant stray cave toad, we'll keep training those. We'll see how much they're worth for selling. We'll pop them up into the trading zone next time someone comes along. Stray dogs, dead. Stray alpaca, dead. Ooh, plus A, what does that mean? Oh, that's one of the ones that's been well trained. That's cool. Actually, maybe I should set some of these puppies, gotta go. Wolverine, that's being trained. Bobcat's being trained. Cavy sow, can't kill that. Stray donkey's already set to be slaughtered. Oh, wait a minute. These puppies were already on the chopping block, and I chopped them. Okay, that's good. That's good. Turkey reindeer calf ready for slaughter. What have we got here? Alpaca gone. Crocodile. No, keep that training. Keep that training. Piglet already on for the slaughter. Alpaca. Cave toad. No, keep that. Alpaca. We could, of course, sell some alpacas, couldn't we? Hope you have plenty of stockpile room for all that meat. We do, don't worry. And welcome back to the stream, Plutonium Jesus. I'm going to do another one. I'm getting frisky now. I've done a few intros. Pluton, I am Jesus. That should work. Boom! In the Gospel of Actinidae, one of the lesser-known apocrypha, we are treated to an alternative version of the crucifixion story in which the Nazarene, purely for the lols, transmutes his body into plutonium, thus driving his crucifix far enough into the ground for him to stand comfortably. Cheeky Messiah. There we go. I quite like that one. Some of them are better than others, it's for sure, but you never know when the inspiration is going to strike. It's such a tragedy that I can't be more consistent in my life. Let's kill some more alpacas. At least there's some consistency there, right? And the donkey. Alpaca. Alpaca's ready to slaughter. All good? What about a tame masked lovebird? You know what? We can't train it. Let's make it available as a pet. Why not? Stray war dogs. Now, these ones are trained, which is annoying because they make up a large amount of the dogs we have, but we do need to kill our numbers. Right, we want the giant bats trained. That's important. So, trainer, any trainer. Let's get everyone trained up. Giant rat, trainer, any trainer. Giant bat, trainer, any trainer. Giant cave spider, yes please, we need that trained. Cave crocodile also needs training, and a large rat needs training. Okay, I think we've put all the orders in we need, right? We're all good? This should do it. Let's escape out and hope for the best. You know what? Rather than just hoping for the best, I am going to go down here and I am going to build a second butcher's shop. Build, workshop, butcher's shop. Is it B? Of course it's not. Butcher's shop is U. Of course it's you. Let's pop it here next to the tannery. So nothing like making a food source next to a place where you cure the skins of said food in dog shit and brains. Lovely. Let's unpause and let this go on. Let's let it continue. S equals search. If only I'd noticed that earlier, Archaic Huntsman, it would have done so much better. But of course, I am an oblivious bastard, and should be treated as such. Let's head back up to the surface and take a look at that lava moat one more time. Still only 3s and 4s. That worries me a little. It shouldn't be evaporating, which means there should be more coming down, but we've got fairly consistent 7s right at the back of the tunnel. Please fill up. Please fill. War dog numbers should go down once they start fighting more forgotten beasts. That's true, Plutonium Jesus. They are definitely going to be reduced in number the instant that happens. We'll see. I was watching Krugsmash, his video that came out on Friday, and he tried fighting a forgotten beast with giant scorpions, which seemed like a masterstroke idea, but apparently, not because you can't war train them, they're a bit shit. So there you go. Poor old Krugsmash. Well, not poor old Krugsmash, he's doing really well for himself, and congratulations there. Let's have another glug. Got to replenish that sweat that's pouring out of me, because it's so damn hot and I've got all the doors and windows closed, because I don't want to be making this, for some reason, even though I'm happy to have all the things I'm saying broadcast across the internet, I don't want it coming out of my back doors into the garden and wafting onto the night air at 12:30. It might upset the neighbours. You never know. Amen, Plutonium, they never last. Sad face, that's true. The dogs, they do get torn up when it comes to forgotten beasts, but there you go. What can you do about that? Not much, really. Oh, hello! Someone's in a mood. Look at that. Stukos is in a mood. Oh, hang on a minute. Wait a sec. Oh no, he's claimed it. Okay, what's changed about what we didn't get notified about this mood at all, did we? What's changed? Intriguing. Let's click here. Let's wait for the guy to arrive, and then when he gets in there, we'll click and we'll see what happens. They're carrying a baby. Boom, in. Right, okay. What's he shouting? Nothing? Let's click on him. No? Huh. Okay, there's no notifications. But he's okay. He's off. He's getting stuff. He's doing what he wants to do. What kind of mood is this? I didn't see this mood happen. Let's follow this dwarf. This is an unprecedented scenario. Better have war dogs shredded than your military. That's true. That's very true. They do make a nice little buffer. I'm thinking rattlesnakes will be a better option. I want a big pit of rattlesnakes. Maybe even some kind of rattlesnake trap where I can open what's it called? A drawbridge above and have rattlesnakes pour down upon my enemies. But for that, we need at least a breeding pair. I mean, I'm willing to sacrifice all other animals in the fortress just to make space for loads of rattlesnakes. That would be fantastic. Oh, just imagine it. The sound as you're all walking through the corridors, you can constantly hear them in the walls. I don't think I may have heard a rattlesnake in the flesh. Actually, I think I have. I heard one at London Zoo, I think. Somewhere, at some zoological establishment, I heard a rattlesnake. I don't know where, but somewhere. Somewhere I heard a snake go rattle, rattle, rattle. This is no good. I can't sing over the top of the Dwarf Fortress music. We've had this happen before. Proper Indiana Jones flashback. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Maybe we could do that. Have like a good old snake pit. And every time someone falls in, they can look to the camera and go, "Why did it have to be snakes?" Like a catchphrase. It'd be great. It'd be fantastic. I think I would end up getting 1 million viewers if I did that. Probably for a nanosecond. But 1 million nonetheless. I don't think that will happen. Certainly not playing Dwarf Fortress. But hey, it's good to get Dwarf Fortress heads in because you often get advice. They help out. They teach you what's what. He's grabbed some metal bars there by the looks of things. I wish he was using a bloody thingy. This thing. God damn it. A wheelbarrow. That's the word. A wheelbarrow. He's taking his sweet time. Maybe we should just ignore him. Oh, I've broken the follow anyway. Let's go and have a little look up here. What's going on now? Ooh, it's 4ing and 5ing. Rando, if you're out there, your plan is working. Your plan of gated locks is working. Fingers crossed that keeps working. What's happened now? Has he begun the construction? Let's press A and get to the crux of the matter. They've done it. Okay, they've begun a mysterious construction in a mason's workshop. Intriguing. Intriguing. Silverlight42, welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Actually, if you got... I'm just going to check to see if I've done an introduction for you. I think I might have. Silver. Oh, silver colts. Okay, no. Well, they came once and never came back. That's an oldie. That's an oldie of an intro. Never mind. Anyway, where was I? I was looking at... Oh yes, this guy's moved. We can ignore him for now. The fortress will survive. Now he's got all his bits and bobs. He's not going to lose his marbles and start killing people. We still haven't actually figured out what happened to old Cursed Boy, or the people who've been cursed, because I've got all the bookshelves back in place, but we've had no news of vampirism or, you know, weird activity. No doubt they'll just go berserk in the middle of the bloody fortress. Or maybe they'll become a necromancer. That's possible, isn't it? I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully there'll be a friendly necromancer. Who's your friendly necromancer? Urist. I don't think the theme tune works, though. I have been neglecting the old bedrooms, haven't I? Maybe we should knock out a few more. Yeah, let's do it. Let's bang a couple more in place before we run out of space, or run out of time. Oh, my goodness, speaking of time, with Rando otherwise occupied, I haven't had anyone notify me that I've been going for over an hour. Holy mother-loving moly. Let's just put a couple more of these bedrooms in before we say goodbye to the YouTubers till next video. Not that you need to worry, live viewers, old liveys, you're fine. I'm going to carry on, don't you worry. There will be a break at some point during this stream, and it'll be about 10 to 15 minutes long when I have it, but it's not going to be right now. Don't you worry, it's at least half an hour away. Oh, look at these bedrooms. They're coming along quicker than I thought they would. Although I am kind of backing myself into a corner here with the amount of... I can't put any corridors coming off here, can I? Okay, let's just keep painting ourselves into this corner and forget about the musings that I had. Let's just pretend it isn't the case. That'll do for now. Lovely bedrooms. Who will dig my beautiful bedrooms? Obviously, the miners you tit. Sorry. So, we've got bedrooms designated. That's nice. Is Mr. Vampire still shut into the crypt? Yes, Archaic Hunter. Mr. Vampire, if you will allow me to go there quickly, is right here. Old Claycree. He's our manager now. He sits there in his little office / prison, and he works all day long, unable to get any kind of stuff. If anyone else becomes accursed, they're going in there too. We'll put them in the old military, bung them in there, and we'll forget about them. Or we could start thinking about justice. Good old justice. Justice. As you say. In fact, let's do that. Let's find somewhere where we can do our justice zone. We were going to do that along with the temples up at the volcano, weren't we? How I've neglected the original idea. We had all these big dreams about funereal rites involving volcanoes, and we've only chucked a couple of chumps in. No! Uzol Arosavesh, animal trainer, has created Nagrakudesh, a basalt crown. She claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor, Iral Sunkenslings. Nice. Let's have a look at this basalt crown, shall we? Oh, no. L. There we go. Beetle-skinned. Let's have a little peek. This is a basalt crown. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with sandpear wood. This object menaces with spikes of gabbro. On the item is an image of Kicrost Wheelswallow, the dwarf, in basalt. On the item is an image of Blot-ended, the exalted cinder, the pigtail faceveil in gabbro. On the item is an image of round, brilliant cut gems, in iron. Well, it's okay. It's nothing special. I mean, it is 18 grand, so, I mean, there's that to talk about. I really am going to have to sort this chair out. It is absolutely dank. I don't like it. Hang on a minute. Here we go. If I come forward away from it, I won't be tempted to lean back quite so egregiously. That's better. Okay, let's unpause the action. Now I've got another nice little item in the fortress. It's all good. But where are we doing? You know, maybe we put the justice zone down on the food zone. No, maybe not. Maybe we put it in the industrial area, off the offices. Actually, we've got a tunnel coming down here, haven't we, that we can expand? Let's do that. Let's just dig down here. There we go. Boop, boom, boom. Nice little 9 corridor. Little junction. I want the people being led into here to feel like they're going through, like, gates. They're going through stages deeper and deeper into their incarceration. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, there's that there, another one there, lovely, lovely. And then we'll have a nice long corridor this way. Oops, a daisy. Not like that. Ay, mouse painting. Come on, Scoundrel. You know better than that. Box select. That's the way to do it. Probably pop a little X in there. Lovely. And then this final little room. Actually, no, off of here we can have cells, can't we? Okay, so each cell is going to bud off like this. There's going to be a not. Oh, that's a bit big, isn't it? Maybe these could be multi-occupant cells. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be a nice waiting area where we have some cells just like chained up. And then we'll have for our constant offenders, these little bops here. We'll chain them up in the middle. We'll have a bed and everything. It'll all be good. In fact, maybe we make it slightly set back, getting like one deeper from the corridor. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. General holding. That's right. General holding. Just, you know, thinking of committing a crime? Come down to general holding and just stand there. Let's wait and see what happens. Hopefully we won't need more than this in terms of storage capacity, but we'll see. You never know. Let's pop these off the end here. That's nice. A few more. And then maybe for those who are ultimate naughty, we could have an oubliette. A little oubliette, maybe. Popped off. No, there's nowhere to put the path to the oubliette. We can do it from here, right? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, nobody wants to be stuck in the hole. In the hole. In the hole. In the hole. There we go. We'll put a door at the end. Oh no, even better. Even better. We're gonna do this. We're gonna. Can that? No, it's got to go down one. That's fine. That's fine. Don't panic. Don't panic. The layout still holds. We'll do this. We'll do this. There we go. Double each side. Door there. Single space for staying in. Oh, it's going to be hell. It's going to be hell. Hell in a cell. There we go. That's all of our lovely small cells. These are our larger cells. And these are our group cells. Group cell. Everyone enjoys a good oubliette. That's right. Especially if you've got a little bit of Hoggle in you. Depends what part of Hoggle's in you, I suppose. I mean, if you turn around and look at Hoggle and he's pounding away at your cheeks. Not those ones. Not the cheeks. Well, maybe the cheeks. I suppose that makes more sense if you think about it. I'm doing that with my face, but you get the idea. You know what cheeks I'm talking about. You're not naive little innocent boys. Or at least I fucking hope you're not. If you are a child watching this stream, just don't, please. It's not appropriate. The things I say are not meant for young ears. Or eyes, indeed. So yeah, don't even look. Oh shit, I've been recording. I noticed that we've gone for an hour and I didn't stop. Those of you watching YouTube, sorry, those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure recording for you, but I'll see you in the next one.